Welcome to episode 6, everyone. 6 episodes already, and today is a good one. Today we are talking to Simon from the Bigfoot Beard Co. They're from Wales, and yeah, enjoy, like, subscribe, and keep watching the series. We're ready, we're good to go. So thank you very much for taking the time to come on to our 6th episode. How's everything going?
Yeah, good, really good. Take a day off today, but other than that, all good.
Yeah, I'm loving the setup behind you.
Yeah, this is Bigfoot HQ.
That's
the only nice bit, the rest is a mess.
I joked with you the other day saying that they were all empties.
yeah. I wish they were. I wish I hadn't put all the work in to fill them.
So is this your garage, or is this a unit?
It's like a workshop I built behind my house. Yeah, I built it when I first bought my house. Never really used it. I built it as a garage and then never used it. So I converted it into the Bigfoot HQ when I first started out. So it works well. It's free.
Yeah, well, like I said, it's looking great. It's looking very professional.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. It does. It's cold.
Yeah, well, yeah. You got your big puffer jacket on, keeping you warm.
Yeah, it is cold.
So do you have like induction hobs? Do you to cook on, or?
I do it a few different ways. I mainly cook it up in my house, and then I bring it out here because it's I'm right next to my house. I bring it out here and then keep it warm on like a small like an induction hob, I suppose. Is it like a small little heater? Because doing it on an induction hob, I think, would just drain my electric. So I do it on the cooker in the house till it's the way I want it, and I bring it out and refine it up a bit better. Yeah.
You ever slipped?
No, don't say that. No, that's what. I'm not doing it again, though.
Yeah, I'm cooking in there.
Yeah, it is a nightmare. I'm looking for a unit now, but it's proven difficult to get one at the right price.
Well, that means you must be doing well though, which is great. After obviously,
not necessarily. It's just I struggle with not going to work. I'm not going.
Is this your full-time job?
Yeah.
How long have you been doing it full-time for?
Since March-ish, maybe.
Okay.
Lockdown. I couldn't do a lot else, could I?
No, well, that's exactly why I just decided to take the plunge and start bringing something out. I always say we, but it's only me doing it. But
I know I say we.
Yeah, we have been doing it for, we've been on sale for 5 weeks so far, and that's it. But like when I'm thinking about it, I feel like I've been doing it longer, and I feel like I could be further down the line. And actually, like the other half just says, like, whoa, you've only been doing it a short time, like that.
Yeah.
But it's almost kind of addictive. Like when you see people posting your stuff online or messaging you saying, "Oh, I've just got the oil," and they're great.
Yeah.
Because I only get the good reviews. I delete the bad ones and block.
Yeah.
but you just want to do more. So we've got but I've got the hair paste coming out, which I think I don't want to just be a beard brand. I know we've only got oils, but I want to do grooming. I think male grooming is, some people have tried to do it, and they there's what's they called, war paint, and I think they were trying to do male makeup, and I think in society it isn't ever actually going to happen. But I think simple things like, I never used to exfoliate, I never used to moisturize, I never cared for my beard. Even when I was in the kitchen, I just had like short stubble, but I would have just thought, leave it to the hipsters. And I think it's about changing that mentality. Like even now, when I say to people, do you use beard oil? And they expect you have to have a big beard like you've got to have beard oil.
Yeah, you don't.
And it's like, well, actually, I think we need to change that mentality first before we try and get makeup on men, that's for sure. But
yeah.
But
I like to sell things that I like. I started selling my products because I liked them, I wouldn't sell something like makeup. I wouldn't wear makeup. People who do, I got no nothing against them, but it's not something that I would wear. So I wouldn't go into selling something like that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's definitely I I think when I first grew a beard, people, and still now, even though I got my own beard company, they still buy me stuff for Christmas. From Tesco's in, and yeah, you can tell the difference. It's just chemicals mixed together, I think, to make your beard. It'll make your beard shiny, but it won't do any good.
Yeah. Well, I was looking at Boots. Went down to Boots the other day to look at some hair pastes, just to like fill the tins and see. And there was actually some really good looking stuff, as in the branding.
Yeah.
But when you're making, let's just say 2,000, in a factory,
yeah,
that love has gone. But like
yeah,
I got in a chat with Beard Monsters a while ago, and he was saying like he wants to be a big brand, but then he's worried. Do you then sell out, or if you're not making at home, does that mean you've sold out? But then it's like, what's the line?
Yeah,
it's
yeah. I know.
What do you want from Bigfoot?
I don't know if I'd ever want to be massive. What the thing is with this is a different quality of life. I've always worked. I've had numerous businesses, and I've worked morning till night, day in, day out, 7 days a week, through the nights, and it's no life. Whereas when I started this, and when we went to lockdown and I was doing this full time, although it wasn't earning money that I could earn with my other businesses or a job, the quality of life was completely different. And I got into liking that, and I think that's more important than, having a massive company that fetches you millions. There's no correlation between money and happiness.
Yeah,
it's the quality of life.
Exactly what you mean. Working in kitchens for 17 years, I'm used to doing 60, 70, even 90 hours, in a kitchen, and that was my life. Go away and gone for 15 hours. And when I was like 23, 22, we used to work 18 hours a day in kitchens, and then you hit the pub, you go home, you have small, it isn't a life. And now I'm a dad, and I've had the time of lockdown. I don't want to go back into kitchens, but I was working it out when I started doing the beard oils, and I think it worked out that I had to sell 70 bottles of oil a day for a year to be on about 18 grand.
Yeah.
And that seems so far away and almost impossible. But even if you don't make 18 grand and you only get, as long as you can live and have a good lifestyle, surely that's better than working your 30, 40, 50K a year jobs.
Yeah. If you can be happy, you made it. That's what I genuinely think that.
I think I'm one of those guys that when I get what I want, I always want something else.
Yes.
I think generally, actually, with all what's going on in the world and this lockdown part 3, I think actually I'm pretty happy compared to some people.
Yeah. I agree. I think that's how I think everybody should be like that, but they don't. People work, all the hours under the sun, don't see their children, and then regret it later in life. Whereas I've got a 3-year-old daughter now. I like to spend time with her. It's not nice when I go say, "Oh, sorry, I gotta go and do this. Sorry, I got."
Yeah.
I want to play with her.
Can I ask you a personal question?
You can.
Your 3-year-old daughter, does she still grab your beard even though she's 3?
Yes.
Yeah, because my Tommy's 11 months, coming up to 11 months, and God, and you're like, God, if only I could just. And she's and it's when you see chunks of beard hair in her fists, and you're like,
yeah. Or whenever we play, if I grab her, first thing she does, straight in.
Are you going to keep growing? Do you cut your beard, or you just keep growing and growing?
I'm going to try and keep going, just to see how. I don't think I'd go stupidly big, but I used to, when I used to cut my beard, I used to cut the sides, right, to get like the pointy shape. But then as I decided then I wanted a bigger beard, this is quite thin under here because I used to cut that bit there. And I'm trying to grow that now underneath to thicken it out, whereas you can see through the bottom there. That's all hair down there. But you can see through that bit. So I'm trying to get the underneath to grow somewhere near.
Do you use a beard straightener?
No, I don't like them at all. I've used one. I bought one because I think I should be clued up on it, and I tried it, and it makes my beard look quite thin.
Yeah,
I think.
I use a beard straightener every day. It looks quite puby at the moment and really brown and gingery actually, but yeah, I use a beard straightener. But what I find, just putting some warmth through it, it does finish really nice and soft. Sometimes I feel like I don't even need to add any oil, because I put oil in after, and I keep getting told put oil in before, but I don't.
I do it after.
I never feel like I have time for that, because they say wait for it to soak in. And when I was doing reviews and you're trying different oils, I mean, some oils take 20 minutes to soak in. You can't just wait. So
yeah, I do it afterwards. I dry. I use a blow dryer because mine just doesn't dry otherwise. So I use a blow dryer and a comb, and then I oil it and butter it.
Do you only use your own stuff?
I do, yeah.
Why is that?
It's free.
But you know, when you see people on Instagram saying, "Oh, there's this new cool oil," like I think it's Black Rebel in America at the moment, and they got the Sasquatch, and everyone, and it was Cash as well, and everyone's talking about this in America, about this Black Rebel. Do you never just sort of go, "Oh, that would be interesting," or not?
I do, yeah. But when it's on hand, I just, you know, I made the sense to what I like, not what I thought other people would like. So, you know, and sometimes I make them for myself, like ones that I don't sell. If there's one I'm thinking of releasing in the future, but it's such a unique smell that I don't think anybody will like it. It smells like an old Victorian pub, like a smoky, like, but I don't think people would like it, but I do. So I make that just for myself.
Yeah, I was looking yesterday and I was like, oh, that would be interesting to try what everyone's raving about. And then it got to the checkout and it said like 90 quid. And I was like, no. I said, no, I want to bring up my balms first. So and that temptation always goes. But I was reading up about things like ostrich oil and emu oil, and I'm sure they're all fads. But when they were talking about how they're the fatty acids and the benefits of oils, and you think, well, actually, that would be quite cool to do, but I don't know. Sometimes it's probably best to just leave it to the others to.
Yeah, a lot of fads come about. My girlfriend's got a beauty salon, and the amount of fads that come and go with her, like tattooed eyebrows and all things like that, they come and go. By the time she does the course to do them, then nobody wants them anymore. So it's you know, it's a bit.
So you're not going to use emu oil?
No, not yet. No.
I've got some duck fat from Christmas Day still in the fridge. I might play with that.
Try it. Unique.
Yeah, roast potatoes, I'm going to call it.
Smell nice, doesn't it?
Christmas dinner oil. So how are you coping with lockdown? Are you going crazy or just?
I'm okay. I'm always on the go doing something. I think if I wasn't doing this, I would have got a job, because I cannot sit around the house. Even if I was on furlough getting paid, I would have got a job for free, even just to get out, because
keep busy.
I like to do things. I like to, you know, even just down to going out for a pub lunch with my missus. You know, you can't do anything, and it's how are you finding it?
Well, I've had my ups and downs, but I only worked 11 weeks last year. So I worked like a couple of weeks in February, and then my daughter was born. And then that went into lockdown, and then I had a job, but they got rid of me after a few weeks. Well, it was after the Eat Out to Help Out. They couldn't afford me. And then that was it really. So I have my moments. Sometimes I wake up and I think, I can't be arsed with today. And then you hear the baby and you think, well, okay, I need to change a nappy. And then it's breakfast time, you get showered, and suddenly you're like, right, I need to attack. I never get what I want. Like I wanted to order the tins today and send off for the reports for a couple of things, but I probably won't do it today now. But I think the intentions are there. Yeah,
you're not just lazing around.
No, well, I've been doing this the last few days because I found myself when Tommy sleeps, I'll watch EastEnders classic episodes. Yeah, because I do love EastEnders, and it's getting really good because Pat and Frank and Peggy are all kicking off. But when I was sat there and I was watching my fourth episode, and I'm thinking there must be more to life than this. So I'm spending you.
Yeah, that's good.
You like EastEnders?
No.
Oh.
Well, I don't like anything. I can't watch any programs that are not real. You know, I like documentaries and stuff. I like learning.
Did you watch The Serpent? Have you seen that?
No, what's that?
It's just about a serial killer. It's quite good. It's on BBC.
Unless it was real, they'd have to film a serial killer actually killing people. Like,
it's from the
what he really did.
It's from the 70s, but it's it's like a documentary stroke drama of him. It's quite good. But so you're a sports fan? Do you like football?
No, I never liked sports.
No.
I like outdoors programs, you know, like I like documentaries on Discovery Channel and things like that. I don't really watch a lot.
Are you a fan?
No, I don't know. Peppa Pig. I could probably do my own animated series of Peppa Pig because I know it all off by heart.
There is one of them on YouTube actually, and it's someone with the toys, and they sort of walk around and they talk with the toys. Tommy's not really into TV yet. We're not at that stage where we can just throw her in front of the TV, which is good. But at the same time, you think, like on the sofa, I'll have her on the sofa and I'm jumping her in the air, and you do it for about 10 minutes and you're, she's loving it.
Yeah.
At least when she's older and she can paint and, you know, watch TV or something. Obviously not too much, but I'll get her into EastEnders. She'll love it.
I like it.
I do like it.
So how did you get into the reviewing then?
Well, I don't really. I think it all happened quite fast, but I think it was August the year before last, and a few months before I tried to make a balm, and it was a disaster. And then I was like just trying to be quirky, and I thought, oh, wild hair, that sounds quite fun. And then I messaged a few friends and said, oh, can you try, if I make a balm, would you try it? And it was almost like the idea was there, but actually the execution just wasn't very good.
Yeah.
And then during that year, I was doing a lot of freelance work. So I was spending a lot of time in different restaurants and hotels and just drinking a lot, basically. You know, you do your shift, go back to your room and you're drinking. And I just thought, oh, maybe because the beard was a little bit shorter, but longer than I normally have. So I tried it. And I think Rusty Bear was one of the first brands that I messaged. And he said, look, I can send you something. I was trying to get something for free, really. And I think he gave me a discount, like a 30 or 40% discount.
Yeah.
And I sent loads of messages to people going, you know, give me something for free. And obviously you don't have the following. And then over time, after a few weeks, the following started going up, you know, a couple of hundred.
Yeah.
And then a friend of mine started doing them, and his beard is a bit like yours. And he started writing. He loves to write. He's currently writing a book. So I would write about a product, give it to him. He would correct the grammar, and then I'd post it. And it just seemed to work. And I would say we probably did. Oh, I got really addicted to trying stuff from different countries. So originally, along the story bit would be different flags, and we had. It's addictive. I think a lot of the guys on Instagram will say the same. But when you're collecting, you know, it's like, well, actually, I don't know that company. I want to try that. And you get a bit addicted to it.
Yeah.
So I had stuff from America, had stuff from India, had stuff from Australia. It got a bit crazy, really, and the other half got pissed off because I had so many packages coming.
Yeah.
But it built the following up, and I don't really. I think for the last sort of 6 months, we don't really review anything really anymore. I think it's more brand promotion, I would say. But one thing I did think was good was when I first started writing their reviews, reading back now, they were terrible. Just the general grammar and the way I would write the review. So I think I actually learned from my friend, and by doing it, I learned how to write a bit better, which I think was a great thing. Simple things like writing there and you write THEIE.
Yeah.
You know, just little things that you don't. It's like some people, I read their reviews and they write scent and it says SENT.
Yeah.
You know, little things like that. And I think before, when you read it, your mind always corrects it. But actually, when you look at it, you think, that's terrible to write that.
Yeah. Yeah. My spelling and stuff is awful as well. Don't worry.
Well, there's a great app called Grammarly that I use, and it's just a free app. And you just press Grammarly, you press it on your keyboard, and it will tell you all the mistakes. Sometimes it's not perfect, but when it's things like favorite and favorite spelt wrong, or a lot of people write definitely and it says defiantly, you know, little things like that.
Yeah. I quite often put a post up, and then within 10 minutes, one of my friends does it all the time. He'll text me and say, "You spelt this wrong." I'll have to go back in and edit it.
What do you
to make the product?
What do you think about reviewers and ambassadors?
I think reviewers are good if they do the right things. I think when I first started and I was new to the game, especially on Instagram, I found when I joined Instagram, everybody's a reviewer, and I was like, oh, cool, reviewers, and I would send them stuff, and when I watched them back, I thought that there's no way I'm gonna like repost that or anything because it's appalling. It's just oh yeah, this smells really nice.
Like my video, yeah.
They don't even try it in. They're like, oh, this smells really nice. Oh, it's thick, and nothing else. So when a reviewer is good, then I like getting involved. It's when a lot of people think they're a reviewer, and not necessarily the case. I think you do have to sort of know your stuff to qualify it.
Am I? Should I be privileged that you've joined me on this conversation, or is this because we're just filling time before 4:15 when you have that phone call?
No, it's all good. It's all good. There's only a few that I would like. I sent my stuff to loads of people when I first started, but there's only a few people who I think are worthy. Not worthy. That's a terrible way to say, but people who do it right. Then people do it right.
I've had a few messages from people now, and they say, "Oh, can I have a sample?" Or, can you send me something? I'll review you. And because it was only recently that I was on that side of the fence, I sort of know that actually, like, you sent me your stuff, and I think I did maybe 2 or 3 posts, and then I did a YouTube video, and I doubt you got any sort of sales from it. I mean, I put it on my channel, people see your stuff, but I am to blame for this as well, but sometimes you send something or you receive something and you might not even post, or you do one post and that's it. And actually that product's probably cost you 10, 15 quid, or those products plus the postage, and they can't even be asked to receive it, do a post. And I am guilty of that as well. So I think I haven't sent anything for free yet, apart from some people buy 3 oils and I'll say, okay, I'll put 2 more in, give you the set. But it's a tricky one.
And I think a good reviewer wouldn't mind. Like I don't mind sending stuff for free as long as I know that it's going to the right place. But I think some people who would be happy to pay for it if they want to do the review.
That's what I've been told. Sorry, go on.
No, just not necessarily that they should pay, because they're doing a sort of payment for their service kind of thing. But I sent one to an American reviewer. I think he's quite a big reviewer. I won't name him, but never done it. Never messaged back.
Who?
I can't say it. I know when the slag went off.
This is an exclusive. We're allowed to. This is like us chilling out in the pub. You can slag people off on my show. It's fine.
I'm not one to slag anyone off, but it just annoyed me that I postage to America is like £20 track, and then not to get a review is a bit disheartening.
Can you tell me or not?
I'm not one to slag off at all. I won't. I can't. I won't say bad about anyone.
I tell you, going back to the EastEnders, I feel like I'm the. I was going to say I feel like I'm the Doc Cotton of the beard.
Yeah.
So many people tell me stuff, and I'm like, oh, I'll keep that a secret. I'm like,
yeah.
But I had 3. Well, I've sold 3 times to America at the moment, and each one I've said to them, buy 3 or 4 rolls, and I put a bit extra in because I think it's, I think it's a nice thing to do, really. But it's a tricky one, isn't it? Because if they are going to do you a service, then yes, send them something.
Yeah.
But I think it's when you get someone who's got like 10 followers or something, and they go, "Oh, I'm doing reviews. Can you send me something for free?" And what is a question for you? What would you rather spend your money on? Facebook ads or Instagram ads, or the equivalent amount of money of products going to reviewers? What one do you think would be more effective with sales?
I'll be honest, I don't really know. I don't know what sales I get from reviews. I do get people who message me and say, "Oh, hello, I've seen your review by so and so, and they pointed me in the right direction to come to you." So I think that the reviews do get you the sales, but I think Facebook ads do also get the sales. So I think Facebook ads, you can spend a lot on those and not really get a massive return sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes you can, sometimes you can't. I think it's a funny one, Facebook ads.
It's the algorithms and things you got to sort of play around with.
They change all the time.
I think it was the second week of opening the shop. I ended up doing a buy it, put an order in and get a free bottle of oil.
Yeah.
And they probably gave away 30 bottles of oil, but I think I got more traction by doing that than I would have if I spent the equivalent on ads.
Yeah.
Definitely on Etsy as well. Etsy, like I did ads on Etsy when I first started, and you had like 42,000 views, and then it was like 1,000 impressions, 1 sale, and that 1 sale cost me 26 quid of ads.
Yeah. I think Facebook ads are such a funny thing. I do run them, but I think, I don't know, it's hard to I think you get a lot of people on your site not necessarily buying. I think personally, that's what I personally think. I think that it gets the awareness out there, but you can get into a hole of spending a lot of money with them.
Yeah, I think if it gives back, it's okay, but it's one of those things to spend 500 quid to get 700 quid back, and the more
what's the point?
And I also, what I found is on Instagram, it's like I've sold to my circle now, so like there's nothing else there's nowhere to go, so sales are completely, pretty quiet apart from the odd one. But when I bring out the new stuff, suddenly it'll be like that circle wants the new scent, and it's great. But how do you break those? How do you get into a new group or a new circle? Facebook ads, but you got to spend the money to potentially get them. So it's
it's so quite difficult to decide.
There's so many brands that it's quite fluid.
Yeah, and it depends who got the most money as well. I think you've got L'Oreal now. I see their ads all the time because they got lots of money to spend on Facebook ads.
Yeah. I do see your face pop up sometimes, and you're there behind the banner. You're there, smiling away, pouring your butter.
yeah. I do run them because I do think that they work. But I don't think I go into the realm of spending, thousands of pounds a month on them to, like L'Oreal and things like that would, or the Beard Struggle.
They're obviously like far away than ever, but it'd be.
But they don't have the personal stuff that we do to get the sales. They've got advertising and nobody behind the company. There's nobody from the Beard Struggle sat there messaging people back at 3 o'clock in the morning when they get up for a piss because they want to.
Sat on the loo messaging.
I do. I quite often, if I get for a piss in the night, I'll message someone back. That's because I want to, not because I feel like I have to.
Yeah.
And they, big companies don't have that, do they?
Have you? It seems like at the moment everyone's sort of talking about the beard struggle again. But what do you think about the beard struggle? It's pretty impressive, really, just how big they are. Like a couple of guys have said the one thing that's most impressive about them is the marketing of the beard struggle. I mean, it's, they're so. I find that I've managed to turn a couple of beard struggles to wild hair, which is nice. But I think with this group on Instagram of us, they'll buy you, they'll buy me, they'll buy Lakeland, they buy Vikings Main, and they like to buy. It seems beard struggle. It's like they got the blinkers. Only the beard.
It's almost like a cult.
Yeah, no, well, it is a cult. I want wild hair to be a cult.
Yeah. You're gonna kill them all at the end, then.
I want to be a cult. I had one guy who changed his Instagram handle, and it said, "Wild hair owns my beard." Everyone, I want that on your handle in the next year.
Yeah.
But it is nice that we can be friendly, as recommending each other. But again, the beard struggle, it just seems to be blinkers on, and
The only thing that annoys me with the beard struggle, I got no problem with any other company. The only thing that annoys me is when I pay to run an ad on Facebook to promote my business that feeds my family, one of the ambassadors will comment, "Don't buy this shit. Use my code at the Beard Struggle, get some real products." That's my money on my ad to feed my family. And they got a cheek where they'll get, they're not the Beard Struggle, they're just an ambassador. So they're not getting financial gain from doing that. And they got the cheek to comment that on my ad.
I think that, obviously that is completely out of order.
It happens all the time.
And what I find with this beard struggle situation is it's like they can do a raid on you and they can almost do your business to fight him back. And I've seen the Bald Viking try to fight back, and he's tagged people in, and I'm just leaving it to them. I'm not getting involved because it seems like you can't change it. Even if all of us small group got together and said, right, whatever we could try and do, I don't think it would ever change anything. But sticking their name under, like, an ambassador of what? You're just one of 30,000 people, and it's just, I don't know. How would you deal with that situation? What, write back, fuck off? Or
that's the only comment I delete. I don't delete anything other than that. And I don't have no problem with the beard struggle. I've got no problem with them at all. I think their marketing is fantastic. The Viking thing, all their products look good. I've never tried them, but no trouble with them at all. It's just when that happened. It never had it happen from any other brand. It just happens to be from those. I've had it happen quite a few times.
I want to get one on here. I don't know who is like the UK version of. I think because they're Canadian based.
Yeah.
They're like Canadian based. But you imagine if it's a pyramid scheme, like some people say, it'd be great to try and get someone from the UK to come on this Wild Hair Meets with me.
Yeah.
You could just be like, right, let's that'll get some views.
Yeah.
I'm going to try and do that. I'm going to have a look. I'm going to try and get that sorted. But
you should. I got no problem with any beard company. I never have. I don't see this as like, the competition. I don't see you as competition. I think we should all stick together. That's my personal opinion on it. But I have no problem with anybody. I never wanted to argue, about things like this. This is a fun lifestyle for me, and I'd like to keep it like that, not fall out with anybody.
It's just surrounding yourself with positive people, isn't it? That's all you can do. I fell out with a couple of people last year, and it seems like now, actually, one of them I made up with today. I've just said to him, let's slate clean, let's start again, because actually we're all here for the same reason. We're here to make money, and then their people are to buy the products and enjoy it. But I don't like how they do their commercials, the sex sales things. you know, some of the stuff. I was looking at their Facebook the other day, and it's quite demeaning to women, some of their stuff. And I think it's a shame that even in this day and age, people still think that's acceptable.
Yeah.
You know, to sell a product. But then there are brands in our little group that still do. You know, they'll have a naked woman, well, the woman in a nice, sexy underwear, and their product's all the way in the corner there. Yeah, you know, and it's like, you know, it doesn't make me want to buy your product. That just makes me want to go and knock one out. Like,
yeah.
but
Yeah.
own, I suppose.
Yeah.
But it's been lovely chatting to you.
Same with you. Yeah, it's good. It's always good to have a chat. It's nice to have like a general chat, you know.
So that's what these chats are about, really. It's just for people to, you know, see more of the brands. Like, it's not all beard brands. I've got a good friend of mine who's an artist. He's going to be doing it on Monday with me. And then the guy who designs my logos with me, he was in our second episode. And that one's got 440 views already. Couldn't believe it.
Cool.
But I think
he must be a talented guy because the drawings are bang on, isn't he?
Yeah. Do you know the theme behind Wild Hair? Do you get?
No.
No. Oh, okay. Well, I'll tell you when I'm not recording. But yeah, he sounds very talented. Yeah, he's a great guy. He's a great guy. Just nice that I can, because I knew him. He worked for me in my kitchen about 6 years ago.
Yeah, right.
So it's just nice that I could, like, not give him some money, but like just support his business, because he's got Craft Monkey and Mount Dorsa, it's called Mount Dorsa. He's going to kill me for not knowing that, but it's just nice, isn't it, just to help people out. But I've got a couple of American guys coming on as well in a few episodes time. A couple of reviewers out there, and a tattoo artist who does the designs for Jolly Old Fat Man. So that's quite cool. Yeah, so it's just trying to mix it up, really.
Yeah, of course. Yeah,
I appreciate you coming on.
Yeah, no trouble at all. I'm always happy to have a chat.
Got any new
nice
products?
To talk to somebody else other than
and then
somebody else. Yeah,
it's nice just to not always talk about beards, I think.
Yeah, I talk about beards a lot.
Yeah, it's quite crazy. Like, if you would have thought a couple of years ago, if someone said to me that I'd be spending 6 hours a day on my phone talking to people about beards, I probably would have just not believed you.
No.
It's weird.
I wouldn't have believed I'd have a beard.
Yeah, it's almost like Star Trek, isn't it? You know how you had all the people who are really into like Star Trek. It's like we're all into the beard so much, and
yeah. Well, I started my beard. I worked for a company, and the two bosses had beards. And like middle of the year, they said, for the Christmas do this year, you all gotta grow a beard. And we said, oh God, you know, it was growing, it was itching, and I was kicking up a fuss, and I complained all year. You know, when it come after Christmas, I was like, I quite like this. I don't think I want to get rid of it. It was only short, but ever since then, I kept it and loved it.
Yeah,
if it wasn't for them, I probably would never have grown a beard.
Or had your company.
Yeah, I would never. But now it's a hobby. It is a hobby having a beard.
I'd say, like, for me, wild hair's a bit of a glorified hobby at the moment that I'm trying to turn into a business. But I remember, I think the last time I actually wet shaved was probably when I was about 19, 19, and 19, 20. But I hated the feel of a wet shave, so I've always had stuff, but I've never had it longer. It looks really shit, to be honest. But
I've had a mask on. I've been to a funeral today, and I've had a mask on, so I've got a line. Like
yeah, the dreaded line. I hope today went okay for you.
Yeah, it was okay. You can't. There's no service in the church or anything like that. It was just straight to the grave. But
well,
it was okay.
Trying to think of something to end this on a happy note. Have you got any exclusives? What you got? Anything coming out? Anything new? You said you had some products.
I've released the soap. In mango. I'm gonna be doing that in another scent. I've had another 2 scents tested at the same time, and I haven't decided which one I'm going to release next. May do it as a special edition every now and again, because it's how many products I could physically make without, like we were saying earlier, going into the mass production.
Yeah.
How many different products can I make? I already do so many different scents. It's very hard to keep on top of all those scents, you know. So I'm going to do the soap in another scent. And my whip butter. I'm hoping to release in February. But it's a nightmare.
I still haven't received that package, just so you know.
No, must be lost. I'll write that down right now, actually. It's nice. It's just a nightmare to make. It's going to probably be a special edition as well.
Yeah, some people say about, like, are you going to make butters? And I'm thinking, well, actually, everyone's doing butters now, you know, and I think there are some very good butters out there. And I don't know, it's like shampoos. It seems like everyone's making shampoos now.
Yeah.
So I don't know what they're going to do after, but sometimes I think, well, actually, I'd rather just say, if someone said to me, oh, do you know a good butter or a good shampoo? I'd rather say, actually, try this one, you know? But,
yeah. I think that's about. I got samples coming out, but that's nothing fancy. Just because I get asked for samples all the time.
New merch as well, haven't you?
Yeah. I actually got one on now. A sample that I've got that I was made by the printer.
You're missing a trick with that one. Do you remember in Kevin and Perry? And he's got the top, and he clicks a button, and it goes doo 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 doo.
Get that on it, is it?
Get that on there, and it goes doo 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 doo.
Get a teeth flashing or something.
Yeah, it looked great.
Yeah.
In the dark. Glow in the dark.
Yeah, that's an option. Yeah.
There's some people who are doing glow in the dark labels now.
Right.
Again,
I'm not sure I need that.
No, but yeah, it's exciting. Yeah, I think it's going to be a good year, hopefully, for everyone.
Yeah, I hope so. Yeah. For me, it's more like I get bored really easy. I've had loads and loads of jobs and a few businesses, and I get bored really easy. So I need to switch things to think about, not necessarily to do, but things to concentrate on. I can switch. I can be super concentrated on one thing. I can literally have a thought of like, I know what a whip butter is like. Cancel everything I'm doing, and then that's what I'm doing. And if I don't have that, I get very bored, and that's how my brain works.
I was like that with something last night, and I was thinking, I don't want to do butters, I don't want to do shampoo, and then I was just in bed looking at my phone. I was like, I'm going to do that. So I'm going to keep it a bit of a secret for now, because there's definitely a gap in the market. I don't really see anyone doing it, and I was thinking, because I want to be a male grooming brand anyway, I don't have to just focus on the beard. But
no,
I've got all the stuff being delivered tomorrow now. I was like, right, I'm just going to buy it. I'm going to make it up and see. And I think I'm quite excited to get that out.
Good. Tell me first.
It's not beard related, so exclusive there.
Is it related?
Oh, lube?
It's not like rabbit flavored Viagra, rabbit shaped Viagra. Or...
No, but I was saying to the other half that I might do a lube. A wild hair lube. I was thinking I might look into that, just see how that is. But I've got some new sex toys coming actually, so I can start doing some more sex toy reviews on the YouTube. The worry is that my dad's been watching me on the YouTube now, and I'm thinking last thing he wants to know is me about coming into something, you know. So
yeah, don't worry about it.
But we will be. We all do it. I think that's what I like doing about the reviews, the sex toy reviews, is actually it's almost like a bit of a. It's okay for a woman to go to a girl's house and she's got loads of toys. If you went to a guy's house, it's a bit freaky. And actually, I think it's nice to get that taboo, you know, out the window. And go, it is okay. But yeah, hopefully there's one toys, right? This toy is called a handy.
Yeah.
I'm waiting. They're not going to. It's in Norway, and they're not sending it until the COVID gets a bit better. It basically jerks, and you have an attachment, and it goes. Get this right. It goes 10 strokes a second. Can you believe?
Like a paint shaker.
Yeah. So if I'm not on Instagram for a few days, you know what I'm.
Yeah. Really tired and drained.
Oh yeah. But yeah, we'll see how that is. That should be a fun one. But
Yeah.
yeah, well, yeah, I look forward to. I'll wait for the postman. I look forward to seeing this new stuff, and yeah, good luck with everything, mate. If you ever want to chat, you know where I am. And thanks for doing this.
Yeah, yeah, definitely, no problem. Thank you for taking the time.
Thank you so much for being part of this video, Simon. It was great chatting to you. Tomorrow is episode 7, the next one, and that will be at 12 o'clock as well. They seem to be going on every day at the moment. Might have to take a day off. Anyway, thank you for watching this video. Please like, please comment, and please subscribe. Let's get these views up. Have a great time. Thank you so much. All the best.